Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to CC Sim Racing. I am your host, Craig Cook, and welcome to another cracking round here in the ACC GT3 Sprint Series, hosted by myself, Mr. Cook, sponsored by Leap, and here for your storytelling pleasure, basically. And yeah, we're here for round 4. And this was one hell of a race as well. Lots of incidents to look at, but again, man on a mission is this man in the McLaren, Ash Roy, taking pole position yet again for this first race. 20-minute races in both, slightly different temperatures in both races. So obviously PSI pressures are going to make a hell of a lot of difference around this track. And some people changed the setup, some people didn't. But you'll see along the line what happens. But yes, on pole position is that man Ash Roy. In second is that Dark Knight, who was absolutely sublime, as we saw at the Nürburgring. But the man there in the McLaren was giving him a bit of a hard time in that second race. So he'll be hoping for some more points today. There is Adam Haig, looking very good in the McLaren, the orange one there in the background, sitting there in third place after qualifying. Then we have Reedy. So hopefully Reedy this time makes it round the track without no glitches. Hasn't having a few technical issues there, but hopefully that is now fixed. In fifth place is Bravo Han. No, he's been actually Han has actually been very, very consistent. So to the point where he's I think he's now leading the championship, but we'll soon find out after this race. But again, consistency is key throughout ACC, and obviously having a good internet connection does help. So there is Brother Han in fifth place. Right, Crafty's back as well. Sixth place for Crafty in the Lamborghini. We know he's a quick driver. Watch out for him during this race. Spitfire, that's myself, finds myself in seventh place in the BMW. And hoping for another bunch of points. Sitting very good at the moment in the championship. And then we have Ripinatarian, who's been, again, another one that's been climbing the ladder very, very slowly but surely. And let's see if he can keep some consistency here. Great to see Maya Rhodes back on track in the Aston. So great to see him back with us here at CC. Andrew there in the Ferrari, a little bit further back than he normally is. But we'll see what happens in this race. Finalised in the Mercedes, they're in 11th place, using, I think, the meta setup. I think a couple of people are using the meta setup, but it seems to be working very, very well indeed for many drivers. But there he is in 11th spot in the AMG Mercedes. Then we find it 12th is Hughesy. Now, Hughesy's been sort of feeling a bit down in the dumps recently, trying to get that car to settle and find a little place where he's comfortable. But as you'll see, there's a lot of action going on between two particular drivers, and messages coming through our Discord was just absolutely hilarious. So just keep an eye on that battle. Then there's Tin Head as well, in 13th place. Had a few again connection issues, so hopefully he doesn't have that this time round. Danzo's back as well. He's at the back there. Fantastic to have him racing with us. Obviously. Had something happen during the weekend, and our condolences go out to him and the families all involved. But great to see him on track. He felt very good after doing this as well. So that's what it's all about: community spirit and keeping everyone together. There is Freak Fast. So Freak Fast is back in the McLaren. There he is in the background in the red McLaren there. Then we have Supreme in the Mustang, I do believe. And another change of paintwork, so some sponsors coming in for that one. Audio Muted in 17th place, and we'll see him hopefully pick up some more points and gradually, slowly get up there. Hasn't had a lot of practice on this track, so we'll see how he gets on throughout the race. And then we have Greek Fighter there as well. Another one who's sort of getting in his bearings there in this game, but we hope to see more of him during the event. So let's get this one started. Cars are now making their way around the chicane. Very tough chicane as well. You need to keep the brakes on for a long time, and then sort of just feather the car around this corner. It is a very tough corner to take, and it'll be Ash Roy leading the guys round. As you can see, they do sort of knock each other around a little bit, but obviously they ghost, and then they're sort of just trying to get the tyres to warm and the brakes to warm, and we're waiting for the flags and the green lights to go, and there we go. It's away time. Go, go, go. The guys go into turn 1 for the first time, and it is going to be that McLaren who takes the lead of this race. But I do believe there is contact in the background. Oh my goodness me, we have contact. There is Spitfire off the track there. We have looks like that is Husey off the track there. So let's see if we can go back and check that out, see what happened in the background. And I do believe there was a bit of contact there. What was that in the background? So going into the corner, oh, this contact was finalised and launched into the corner, and then there's an absolute kerfuffle going on there, and many drivers out of the start of this proceeding of race. 20 minutes, and that's not what you wanted. So damage there for Spitfire and many others on track. Meanwhile, let's go back. There is Myers, not what he wanted at the start of this race. So there's Andrew now in 10th, and Danzo's grabbed a couple of places, but not the way he wanted to grab a couple of places. Then we have Audio Muted, he's now climbed up, so has Greek Fast. Then we have the leaders coming through. There is Supreme and Husey. Then we have Tinhead. Then we have Ripinatarian, so Ripinatarian's managed to get out of that as well. There's Adam Hagee, who was 3rd place on the grid, drops all the way back down into 6th place. There's Bravo Hound, who's had a good start as well. Then we have Crafty, but then Reedy just in front of him. And there is Dark Knight, who will be trying to close the gap up on that man, who is absolutely flying at this moment in time. Let's look at the helicam and let's see how far away he is as we go into the hairpin. Sorry, wrong camera UV, but that's the battle we need to keep an eye on. Look at this, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all together, line astern as they come through. Let's see if we can get a better angle of the back of that car. So on board with Dark Knight as he goes into the final chicane and back onto the start-finish straight. So lap 1 done. Few cars out of position, but we should see that all come back into play. But Dark Knight there in 2nd place. Let's see if we can grab our leader. There he is. So that's the gap the leader has at this moment in time. Let's go back to Reedy now. Let's go on board and see if we can get some on-board action from Reedy. So Reedy really on the case here of Dark Knight. Can he get down the inside? This is going to be a position change, I reckon. And we see the other side of him on the left-hand side, and he's gone past Dark Knight for position. That's a fantastic move there from Reedy. Now, can he hold it? As we see Ash Voigt starting to pull away, but Dark Knight having a look around the outside as they come into this very tight S's again. So into the S's we go, clipping the curves. Oh, contact from Reedy, and Reedy goes wide, and that could be, oh, Ripinatarian's gone off as well. Ripinatarian launches into the S's there and loses the back end of the car, and Bravo hands off the grass as well as they come into the 2nd part of this race. Oh, look at this as well, Crafty off. So Crafty's into the gravel and he's back on the track. Adam Haig just went, no, not having any of that. So that is absolutely incredible. What a start to this race. So it's Ashwoy from Dark Knight, from Reedy, from Bravo Han. There is Adam Haig, who's just gone through. Then we're waiting for more people. There's Freak Fast. So there is Ashwoy. Sorry, I do apologise. There's Dark Knight. We'll wait for the cameraman to wake up a minute. There is Reedy. There is Bravo Han. Then we have Adam Haig now into 5th place. There is Crafty. Not what he wanted at the start of this race. There is Tinhead. So Tinhead's moved up into 7th place. There is Ripinatarian back after his incident and a little trip into the sand there earlier on. That is an incredible performance here from Supreme MZ. He's now in 9th and he was right at the back of the grid. So there's Supreme MZ. There is Greek Fast in 10th. There is Danza. So Danza's moved up 2 places. He's now in 12th. Audio Muted in 11th. Then we have Andrew there, followed by Maya Rhodes. Then we have Husey, and there we have more damage for Spitfire. 16th place on the road, and he's got more damage. And I do believe he had steering issues as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. There is Finalize. So Finalize at the back of this grid as well. He's also got huge damage. And there is Greek Fast in 18th. Meanwhile, there is the leader, Ashwoy, followed by that man. There he is, Dark Knight, there he is, and Reedy, there in 3rd. There is Bravo Han in 4th. Cameraman, work yourself out. There we go. Just behind them is Crafty and Adam Haig. There they come through the S's. Good little battle in the background between Tinhead and also Ripinatarian. So Ripinatarian looking to try and grab a few more spots here as we look in the background. Who was that? Was that a move for position? No, it wasn't. It looked like that was Spitfire going for a move for position there, as we see Audio Muted coming through. There's a good bit ding-dong battle going on there. Let's see if we can get a bit of in-car action. Apologies about the camera angles. So let's get some in-car from Andrew's Ferrari. On the brakes they go into the hairpin. Good battle going on here. behind is Hughesy. Spitfire on the charge. Red Mist definitely on on the cusp here, or it's already happened, I would have thought. But there he goes into the final corner again. Wide goes Meyer Rhodes, goes off the track, and that's going to cost him as well. So there is Andrew doing a good job. He's chasing down Audio Muted just in front of him there. Now, can he get a move down the inside? Doesn't quite work, but he did have a look. There he is, looking very happy indeed in the Ferrari. So the Ferrari doing well at this moment. There's Hughesy, there is Spitfire. Let's go back to the leaders. You see Audio Muted having a little piece of this as well on Tinhead. Looks like Danzo's moved up into 10th place, so Danzo really climbing the ladder here. There is Greek Fighter there. He's in 9th place, so he's doing a good job as well. There is Supreme into 8th place. Then we have Ripiditarian in 7th. There's Adam in 6th. Crafty now 5th. Bravo Han chasing down the guys in front, which is Reedy and Dark Knight. And then a little bit further down the lane is this man here. It's Ash Roy. Look at the gap he's got already. Absolutely incredible. Fastest lap round last time round was a 29.4, so it should be slowly creeping into those low 29 shortly. So there is Ash Roy. There is the battle for 2nd place. Let's have a look at that, because Reedy's all over his case. Can he have a look down the inside into turn 1? No, he doesn't. Very close indeed. So Reedy there in 3rd. There is Bravo Han in 4th place, followed by Crafty. Then Adam ripping the tear in, just coming around turn 1 now. There is Supreme in 8th place. Then we have Greek Fighter, followed by Danzo, Tinhead, Audio Muted, followed by the Ferrari of Andrew. There is Hughesy, and still Spitfire trying to find a way through, but he has got some problems behind him as well, because it looks like Meyer Rhodes has found a few mojos. He's now chasing him down as well. So again, keep a full eye on everything that is happening in front of him. Meanwhile, there is a position change here. Now, is there going to be that move done there by the Ferrari as he goes down the inside into the chicane? That's going to be very tight. They all slow down here. Now, what's going to happen as we look at the helicopter cam? We need to look back here, because there's a move, looks like it might be made here. Around the outside, Spitfire has a go. Andrew just in front, but Hughesy holds the brake and manages to keep that McLaren in check. Very lucky not to get a penalty there, but does very well to hold on. Mix up there as well as they go through. Let's go on board with Audio Muted. Audio Muted locking up and getting everyone to close in as well. Now, exit was pretty good. The Ferrari was pretty good. Watch out for Hughesy. Look at that in the background. Has Cook got a position on him here? He goes to the outside. This is going to be fantastic. What's going to happen here? Hughesy on the brakes very, very late. Overshoots. Cutback could be on here for Spitfire. Down the inside. Gets it done. That's a position change. And that's a lovely delivery there from Spitfire on Hughesy. But great respect from both the drivers. So let's see what happens further down the line in this race. But it's Audio Muted there. Holding 12th, goes wide. This could be Andrew's position here. Goes in. Oh, contact between the two of them. And a launch down the inside from Spitfire and Hughesy. And that's 2 places taken. And unfortunate for Andrew. Makes contact. Looked like he was trying to turn in a little bit too early, maybe. And finalised also through as well. Audio was very generous there, giving that few spots back there, wasn't he? There is Freakfast. So Freakfast look, has got a lot of damage on the front of that car, hasn't he? So unfortunately for him, not having the best of journeys. Meanwhile, let's see who's there. Ash Boyd. But this battle for 2nd place. Look at how Ash is. He's absolutely destroying the field at the moment. At 28.7 is his best lap at the moment. Then we have this battle for 3rd. Let's see if we can get some rear end action. There we go. So there is Reedy in 2nd place, holding off Dark Knight, and he's also holding off Bravo Han, who's really stepped it up this race, hasn't he, already? We're on lap 7 as they cross the line. So into turn 1 they go. A little bit wide there, goes off the gravel, and here goes Dark Knight. Dark Knight goes through. Now, are we going to see a change of position? There's a little bit of contact there. Oh, goodness me, he's gone wide. Now, because of the camera angles, I do apologise. I'm going to try and have a look at that again, because that was really unfortunate. Oh, there it is. So mistake coming into turn 1, very wide onto the gravel, so loses traction as well, loses speed. And Dark Knight goes to the inside. Now it's a turning, holding the line. Oh, so was that a steering issue or was that contact? We'll let the comments decide, but that was really unfortunate for both those drivers. Reedy managing to gain there and holds that second place. Now Bravohan finds himself in third. Unfortunately for Dark Knight, drops all the way back into fifth place. Now here comes Crafty. Crafty wants a piece of this action as well. We can't see Dark Knight in the background either. There is Ashwoy enjoying life at the moment, isn't he? All on his own. We have a picnic up there. There is Reedy. There is Bravohan in third. Crafty fourth. Then we got Adam Haig now in fifth place. So started to make a couple of positions there. There is Ripnotarian, time in line as he crosses, goes into sixth place. There is Supreme. Supreme's having a fantastic race. Didn't he start from 14th on the grid? Was that Danzo? Danzo's in 8th as well. There is Tinhead in 9th. Then we have Greek Fighter there in 10th. Looks like a Spitfire is on the chase as well. He's managed to get away from Husey there in 12th place. So they'll be closing up these guys just in front. I don't think there's going to be enough laps to might be able to claim a couple of positions there. Now, a top 10 would be fantastic, but we'll have to see what happens. There's Finalised. He's still there in front of Audio Muted in 15th place, with 14th and 15th respectively from those two drivers. There is Dark Knight. So Dark Knight drops all the way to 16th place. So he has come back on track. So is he going for fastest lap? But previous lap round was a 31. Obviously contact and lots of damage to that car, as you can see at the back. So not a happy bunny indeed. And there we have Freak Fast in 17th place. Maya Rhodes just getting around the track, but he was very quick in qualifying and in testing. So, fortunate for him, not having the best of days. But this man is having a holiday and a half, isn't he? Ashwoy, he's got to be at least 6 or 7 seconds up the road now from that man, Reedy, in second place. Bravohan still holding that third place from... from a very wide Crafty, should I say. He's in fourth. So Crafty there in fourth place. There is Adam in fifth. Looks like Supreme's chasing down Ripnotarian here for that sixth place. So some fantastic driving there from this man. Let's see if we can go the other way. Let's see if we can get some on board. There we go, on board with the man in seventh, Supreme NZ. That beautiful Mustang. Chasing down the man in front, which is Ripnotarian. Lovely shot there of NZ. Really pushing hard, isn't he? He's really closing up that gap between him and Ripnotarian. Meanwhile, let's take a look behind us here, because there is Crafty. Second, third, fourth. Oh, Crafty's gone wide. Oh, my goodness me, Crafty's gone off. He's gone into the wall. That is that is a rare sight. That is like a bird you've never seen in your life before, and you take that picture and it becomes famous, because that is not the sort of thing Crafty does. One of the quickest drivers here in our ACC Sprint Series, and now under real pressure from Adam Hagen, could lose this fourth place as it stands. So let's go back. There's Reedy and Bravo Han, second and third respectively. Let's go back to the leader. There he is, Ashwoy, absolutely cruising. Lap 10. Looking very, very good indeed. There is Audio Muted, so he's packed up for the day, so he's retired. There's Reedy. There is Bravo Han. There is Crafty with Adam Haig there in fifth. Then we have the 6th and 7th battle between Ripnotarian and Supreme NZ. Then we have Danzo, who's enjoying life. Then it is Tinhead. Where's Tinhead? There he is. So yeah, there is a position change somewhere, because we've lost the Honda NSX of Freakfast, I do believe. So, battle is on here. Lap 10. Spitfire has got that top 10 position that he wanted. But has got a lot of damage going on. Let's see if we can get some in-car. There we go, there's Tinhead. Great to see him back, racing with us at CC as well. Another one that is come back to enjoy some ACC racing. Two very second-hand cars, as you can see. So on board with the Ferrari, you can see up front there, I do believe that's Danzo up front there. So this is the on-board. Goodness me, the noise coming from Spitfire's car here. So is there going to be a position change here? All over the back of him as they go into the S's. So again, tighter line. Power down on that Ferrari, nice and planted. And through they go down to the hairpin again. On the brakes into first, and then on the power straight away. Drop it into second quickly. Don't want to leave it in first too long. It does spin up the rear wheels. Bit of action from both these drivers, and just in the background there is Andrew in the Ferrari. There is Husey in 12th place. There we are. So that is where Greekfire is. He's down there in 13th place. I'll tell you what, Dark Knight's done very well, hasn't he? He's come back from, well, I do believe that was something like 18th place. He's now chasing down for another position here. He's in 14th, trying to grab that 13th place. So the NSX making it very difficult for Dark there. Meanwhile, whoa, there's a Ferrari gone wide. Spitfire looks like he's got this position here as they come into the chicane. And yes, he does. He grabs that 9th place. So 9th place for Spitfire after the incident. And Tinhead, I do believe he looks like there he gave that position up. It's like, I think because the chasing didn't want to cause any incident, I think he just sort of let that one go. Went, do you know what? Let's just concentrate. Let's just get that top 10. So there's Danzo in 8th place. And that battle's still on, isn't it? Look at this. This is fantastic. Get some front end. There we go. If we can get Ripping the Tearing. There we go. So there's Ripping the Tearing. There is that Mustang of Supreme Z. Enzo's not that far away either. He's just on their case. There is Supreme Z in 7th. Back of Adam Haig in that Mustang. There he is in 5th place. There is Crafty in 4th. Is there any position change here from Bravo, Han and Reedy? No, there isn't. So sort of stalemate at the moment, isn't it? From all the way back to sort of 6th place. And then we got the battle for 7th between Supreme and Ripping the Tearing. So very stalemate at the minute. There is well, Ashwoy is not even in the camera shot. There he is. He's down the road. Now, are we going to see a little glimpse of... No, we aren't. Look at that. He's a whole straight in front of the guys in 2nd and 3rd, respectively. Can't even hear the BMW through the chicane there. So he's probably a good 8-10 seconds now. Somewhere around there. There is Reedy just coming onto the start-finish straight. So Ashwoy leading this one. Maybe another lap or two to go. There is Crafty in 4th place. There is Adam in 5th. Oh, did Adam make a mistake there? No, he didn't. He went sideways and he nearly lost it. And now look at this. This is getting interesting. Supreme is on Ripping the Tearing's case now. Look how close this battle is. On the helicam. Showing the door, isn't he? Look at that. He's just saying, I'm right behind you, mate. Oh, but as he does so, he gives him the light eye. But he obviously had them both closed as he went into the into turn 1 there, because that didn't help him at all there, did it? So Ripping the Tearing holding 6th. Look how smooth that car was through turn 3 there. Into turn 4, coming up to the chicane, turns 5 and 6. there is Danzo in the background. So Danzo really pushing hard at the final part of this event, isn't he? This 20-minute race feels like 45 minutes. Again, Rippenterrin's car looks absolutely planted. So there's Supreme. There is Danzo. Spitfire trying to make sure he gets that car home in one piece now, even though he's got loads of pieces missing. But there is Tinhead with Andrew right behind him. So the two Ferraris look like they're going to play. Come on, Mr. Cameraman, what's going on here? Anytime you want to come back to me. Apparently the cameraman wants to play in the bushes for some reason. There's Husey in 12th place. Dark Knight is absolutely flying, but as you can see, lots of damage. And looks like he's had another incident somewhere because his last lap was a 1:33. So there is Greek Fast. There is Maya Rhodes. And then back to the leader, who's now coming up to Maya Rhodes, is Ash Roy. So Ash Roy, I think this is going to be his final lap. So an absolutely stunning performance by this man. So he'll be making his way to the final few corners and nearly loses the back end. Nearly loses the back end. There's Reedy in second. Bravo Hand just coming through as well. There he is. Bravo Hand's closed up a little bit more in this final part. There is Crafty and there is Adam Haig, your top 5 as they come through. So let's go back to the leader. Ash Roy absolutely destroying everyone today in race 1 at Zolder. And comes through the final chicane. And Ash Roy now crosses the line and he will take round 4, race number 1. Ash Roy takes the win. Now we wait. There's Reedy. So Reedy's going to come across the line and Reedy will take second place. And Reedy crosses the line. Congratulations to Reedy. There is Bravo Hand. He will take third place, followed by Crafty, who crosses the line in 4th. Now we wait for Adam Haig in his McLaren. Great job from him. Top 5 finish. He'll be pleased with that. Did start this race in 3rd. So he'll be hoping for better in the next race. So there he is in 5th place. There is our man at the back there. But there is Rippenterrin. He's managed to hold on to that 6th place. So Rippenterrin in 6th. It will be Supreme in 7th. Now we wait for Danzo. This is a fantastic drive from Danzo. He crosses the line. And he will take 8th place. Now we'll wait for the top 10. And there is Spitfire. He manages to claw his way back into 9th place. And it's going to be Tinhead that holds off from Andrew for that last spot. So well done to all the guys there. And let's take a look at those race results. So it was Ash Roy who takes the win. Reedy in 2nd. Bravo Hand in 3rd. Crafty 4th. Adam Haig in 5th. Rippenterrin in 6th. Supreme in 7th. Danzo in 8th. And Spitfire in 9th, with Tinhead taking out the top 10 in the Ferrari. Andrew in 11th, Husey in 12th, Dark Knight in 13th, Freak Fast 14th, Maya Rhodes in 15th, and Greek Fighter in 16th place. It looks like finalised and also audio muted were non-finishers in that race. So fantastic stuff from race 1. Join me for race 2 in a few moments' time. Hello everybody, welcome back to CC Sim Racing. I am your host Craig Cook and my PSN is Spitfire CC. Welcome to round 4 here at Zolder for the ACC GT3 Sprint Series with Assetto Corsa, sponsored by Leap. And yes, this is race 2 after the cracking race from Ashwoy, who takes that win and advances a little bit further to the top of this championship. And we'll take a look at that in a moment's time. I'll go through them in a moment. But yeah, we have race 2 to come, 20 minutes, and it's a little bit colder. Lights are on, as you can see from the cars, but it was Ashwoy in qualifying who takes pole position. In second place, Crafty had a cracker. He's there in second place. Hopefully he doesn't have another misfortune in this race, but they're in second place. Reedy in third. Looked very good in that previous race. Second in that one. And he'll be looking for another few points to take away here at Zolder for race 2. So Bravo Han, again, another one. Consistent point scoring is there in fourth place. And looking good for a few more today. There is Adam Haig in 5th place. He'll be looking to get the same again, but he was in 3rd in qualifying in the previous race 1, and he'll be looking for some more points and in this one as well. There is Dark Knight. He'll be looking to push further forward and probably contest for that win. Well, let's see how well he gets on, because he's got some very, very quick drivers out there in front of him as well. So let's see how he does. There is Andrew, a lot better this time, qualifying a lot further up the order there in 7th place. Spitfire finds himself there in 8th place, and hopefully no contact at the start will hopefully push him up the order, but there he is in 8th place. Let's see what happens there. Ripping a Terran, another one to keep an eye on. Brilliant result for him in the previous race. Closed in on that 6th place, and that will be him there, and hopefully from 9th he can go forward. Let's see what happens to Ripping the Terran. Then we have Maya Rhodes, 10th on the grid. That's a great start as well. Let's see what he does in this race. Then we have Danzo in 11th, so a little bit further up this time round. Let's see what he can do during the 20 minutes. Then we have Tinhead in 12th place. Again, great to see him back here at CC Sim Racing for another round, and in the Ferrari. Keep an eye on that Ferrari. There is Husey. Again, needs to just sort of settle himself down, get into a rhythm, and let's see what he can do tonight. I do believe he's now got a Fanatec as well, so I might be wrong, but we'll keep an eye on that. There is Supreme Z. Now, Supreme Z didn't have the best of qualifiers, and we know that he is one of those top 10 finishers, so let's see what he can do from 14th on the grid. Then we have Freak Fast there in 15th place. Hopefully he has a better run. And then we have his teammate there, Greek Fighter, GRE, right at the back of this grid. So let's get this one underway, shall we? We have a big 20 minutes to go, and the lights will be on these cars, and it will be Ashwoy, the 90 car, that will be taking them round for their final part of this formation 2x2. So race 2 here, 20 minutes for these GT3 racers. McLaren, Lamborghini, BMW, McLaren. And we wait for the lights. Are we going to see that green flag from the marshal? We might just see it under the bridge. Yes, we do. There it is. There's the green flag. And straight away, Ashwoy dives to the inside to make sure he can claim that position, which he does so. So it's Ashwoy who takes the lead into turn 1, followed by a very close Crafty. So it's Crafty. Oh, there's a big crash in the background as well. There's contact in the background. I say crash because I'm sim racing. If that was in real life, I can't say that. But in sim racing, I've got to learn to stop doing that. It's contact. Contact there in the background. Let's see if we can see who that was, because it's right at the back of this field, isn't it? So, that could be, that's Tinhead, isn't it? Is that Tinhead? Oh, there's a big incident at the start of this race. So let's go back to the start. Let's see what happens here. So is it anyone further down? Oh, there's a glitch. Now, did that cause it? Oh, there's contact. Oh, look at that. There's contact between Husey and Tinhead, and they both went round like, well, it was like synchronized, wasn't it? It was like something that you'd see in a dance concert, but that was absolutely amazing. Both of them make contact, and both of them swim round together, so that's really unfortunate for both of those drivers. Meanwhile, let's go back to the leader. There he is, Ashwoy, leading this one as they go into the chicane. Looks like there's a move from Spitfire in the background, dives out in the luminous green car, and there's something really wrong with that car, wasn't there, as they jumped over the chicane, and that's given Crafty there an opportunity to come through. Have a little pop here at Ashwoy at the start of this race. So it's Ashwoy leading this one followed by Crafty, followed by Reedy. Then there's Bravo Hand. Great start there from Dark Rider. He's gone through. Oh, contact, or maybe a mistake there from Adam Haig. And that's Spitfire into 6th place, who started in 8th. And there is Andrew looking down the inside as well for position. Did he get that done? Yes, he did. He's on the inside, but he's going to have no traction at all. And he's missed a couple of gears there, it looks like, because Adam Haig's managed to creep through again, and now that puts him up back into 8th spot. So again, great stuff from him. And Danzo looking down the inside for a position on Maya Rhodes there in the Aston Martin. Doesn't quite work, but Andrew's looking for another move. There is Maya Rhodes. Good little battle going on at the back here. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the front. So there is Dark Knight there. There is Bravo Han in 4th place. Reedy there in 3rd. Let's see if we can get some on board from Reedy. There is the helicam. Let's get some on board. There we go. Look at that sun just setting there in the background. Reedy in 3rd. Very, very comfortable, isn't he? A little bit of a gravel check up there from Crafty as they go into the chicane. Turns 4 and 5 here, clipping the curbs. Everyone very close together. So what's that? The top 10 all together at the moment. You see, there's Bravo Hand just behind, followed by Dark Knight, who really needs a few more points in this one after contact early on with Reedy. And again, Crafty using all the track and a little bit more. Managed to get that one in. Thank you. So Reedy into the hairpin, on the brakes. Does he go into 1st gear here? Because I want to see if he's doing the same as what I'm doing. Yeah, he is. That pleases me. This guy can drive. So Reedy in 3rd, but the two are starting to peel away a little bit here, aren't they? They're on board with Bravo Hand now. I think Reedy must have been looking behind him, because he's been very concerned about this man here. Bravo Hand we're on board with in the McLaren in 4th place. On board with Dark Knight in 5th place. He also has Spitfire just behind him. Now there's a little bit of a gap now between the top 6. They start to peel away. So that's Spitfire in that top 6. There is Ripnotarian. Ripnotarian isn't that far away, is he? There is the leader still in shot. So looks like everyone's up their game this time round, haven't they? Go on board with the Lamborghini of Crafty. Used a lot of curb there. Now, where is Reedy? Reedy surely should have benefited from there. He wasn't quite close enough, but under real pressure now. We look at the leader getting away. So again, Ashboy just keeping it nice and clean. There is your top 6, and then just behind them there's a gaggle of cars just behind. There is Crafty, Reedy, and Bravo Hand, Dark, and Spitfire, top 6 all in the same shot. Fantastic to see. Game on. So Ashboy leads them back up to the final chicane as they make their way onto lap 4. So Ashboy leading this one. There he is as he crosses the line now. Let's see what lap he does as he does so. He crosses the line. 29 dead was the previous lap. 29s all round for Crafty as well. So there we are. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as they come through. There is Reedy. There's Bravo Hand. There's Dark Knight. There is Spitfire. Then just behind them is Ripping the Tearing, Adam Haig, and I think that's Maya Rhodes. Maya Rhodes having a cracking race here. There he is in the background. It's a lot better race this time. A lot more focus. As I say that, Ripping the Tearing has no focus and he's under real pressure now. Is Adam going to have a little pop down the inside here? I don't think he is. Looks into the S's. Checks up, has another little pop here. Looking very racy in that McLaren. Watch out for Maya Rhodes. He's still on this as well. He wants a piece. Oh, mistake again. That same corner for Adam Haig. And he's gone. Oh, there's contact with him and Maya. And I'll tell you what, he done very, very well, did Adam Haig, to hold that, didn't he? Because that could have been a lot worse. Let's see if we can get a replay of that incident. Get the right car. There we go. So there's Adam Haig. Yeah, look, he just hit the rumbles as I like to call them, the inner sausage curb there, and it's got marbles all over the tyres. Look at the marbles on that track. It pays to stay on the track, as you can see, but yeah, unfortunately that didn't help him. And look, now he's got Danzo for fun now, having a little bit of a party behind him. There is Supreme, not having the best of races this time round. Obviously, different change in weather definitely changed the cars, and as you can see, it's starting to get slightly bit darker. There is Spitfire having a good run here in 6th place, no damage, which is great to see. Flames popping out the side of that BMW. There is Dark Knight. He's holding that 5th place. Still hasn't managed to get on the back of this man here, which is Bravo Han. But I'll tell you what, he has got front row seats for this battle here, because it is starting to really kick off, isn't it? Let's have a look on board now with Reedy. Let's stay on board. Let's have a listen. Really smashes that curve, doesn't he? Over the brow of the hill into this very tight left-hander, and you've got to be on the brakes dead straight here, because you don't want to be braking as you're coming in and around the corner, because it does affect the car balance. It really does. Again, full throttle all the way through here. You need to make sure you get that apex right. If you don't, you go into the grass, and as you've seen Adam Haig did, if you go too tight, you clip the inside of the sausage curb there. But again, taking a lot of the curb on the inside of the hairpin is Crafty, literally shoving the dust in Reedy's face there. So on their way to lap 6, still Ashboy holding this lead, not getting away as much as I thought he was going to this time round. So obviously not the time of day he likes. Tyre pressure's all over the place at the minute, getting hot, cold tyres, and you need to make sure that those brakes are nice and warm. Lots of straights, so they do cool down quite quickly. You need to make sure that the brake ducts are quite high as well. Brakes to cool down when you need them to cool down, but you also need them to be at least up to temperature when you get into these tight braking zones. So very difficult to make sure, well, that's what you practice. You make sure you get it bang on every time. And here comes a move for position. Are we going to see it here? Really puts Reedy's really putting Crafty under pressure here, so Crafty's really feeling it. And that is starting to close up again, isn't it? So there's Crafty. Let's see if we can get some rear view. There we go, rear view from Crafty. Car sounds absolutely stunning, doesn't it? Oh, goes wide. Is this Reedy's opportunity? No, it's not. Very close, but look at Dark Knight and also Spitfire. They are closed up really well on Bravo Han. That's in 4th place. Now, this battle is absolutely intense at the moment. Let's go back outside. There is Crafty, there is Reedy, there's the leader, there's Ashboy. So it's Ashboy, Crafty, Reedy. Then we have Bravo Han there. There he is in 4th place. There's Dark Knight, then Spitfire. So the top 6 are away. That's Greek Fighter, I'm sure, in the pits. There is Spitfire having a much better time there. Let's see who that was. Yeah, it is Greek Fire in the pits in the Nissan, the Honda NSX, should I say. There's Maya Rhodes in 8th place. Then we have Danzo in 9th, who's under real pressure from Adam Haig after the incident earlier on. Managed to get the car back under control, but he's looking very, very sharp, isn't he? Watch out for Andrew. So Andrew's there as well. He's having a good battle. So these three enjoying life at the moment, chasing down each other. Let's see if there's any changes at the front. There is... Oh, we do have a change at the front. We do have a change at the front. So it is now Reedy into 2nd place. Now, where did this happen? Let's have a look. So we go back a little bit further. And let's see what happens here. There's Crafty. It's okay going through turns 2 and the exit of turn 3. Oh, now turn 3 just lost a little bit of traction there. Yeah, he's lost gone a little bit wide there. Now is Reedy going to take the opportunity into the S's? Very brave. No, he's a little bit too far back here into the braking zone. Oh, that's a little bit wide. That's a little bit wide. Oh, he's made a mistake. And Reedy round the outside. Crafty's going to have the inside line, but he just hasn't got the traction out of the corner, and Reedy goes through. So So Reedy now second place in the BMW. So it's McLaren, BMW. Oh, and again, Crafty having a look there. Lamborghini in third. McLaren fourth. Porsche fifth. BMW sixth. So back with... Let's have a look at the leader, because we haven't said a lot about Ashboy. Doing a fantastic job. One of the top drivers here for us at Team CC Sim Racing. Does race ACC on PC as well. So does Crafty and Reedy. So the top three there showing their class, even on the PS5 version. So lap 8 for Ashboy. There he goes. There is Reedy in second. Crafty third. Bravo Han in fourth. There is Dark Knight in fifth. Spitfire trying to chase him down. Still can't get on the back of this guy. Really pushing hard, but still can't find that speed he needs. His best times are 28.7. Definitely got some punch in him. Lost, as you can see, nearly 8 tenths on the previous lap. Just getting those laps to work, isn't it? Just making sure that you hit those apexes every time. Braking points every time. Crafty looking very racy up front there as well. Let's see if we can have a look at that. Again, Crafty over the chicane. Oh, and he's made contact. He's hit the wall. Front end damage to the Lamborghini, and that's everyone back from Reedy making an extra position. Now that could be Ripping the Tearing also grabbing a position here. It looks like he's got back to on track. Now let's see if we can see what happened here. Now, was it just the fact that he lost control on the braking? He'd gone into the... Oh, he's turned in very early. Oh, goodness me. And the thing just launched into the air. That Lamborghini is now officially third hand. And that's Crafty in the wall. That's so unfortunate for Craft. Are we going to see Ripping the Tearing go through? So he's going to cross the timing line now somewhere. And I'm pretty sure that's about 6th place, isn't it? Really unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, let's take a look at that battle that's going on. So Andrew's got through as well. So Andrew's there in 9th. There's Supreme in 10th place. And then we've got Adam and Danzo having a good battle here. If we can get some on board from Adam Haig as he looks down the inside on Danzo. Does he get that done? Yes, he does. So Adam Haig now moves up into 11th place. Now we'll start his chase on the Mustang in front of him of Supreme NZ. Lap 9 now for these guys. Very calm. As you can see, Danzo in the BMW pushing hard. There's Danzo in 12th. In heading 13th. A lot of damage on these cars. There is Husey, not having the best day at the office. They're in 14th, still going round, still grabbing points. There is Freakfast in 15th place. Another one, just grabbing points on the way. So there is the lead McLaren. Ashboy, nice and comfortable. The battles are going on behind, and he's starting to pull away yet again. There is Reedy on his own. His last time lap round was a 28.7. His best is a 28.3. 28.2 is the best from Ashboy on his previous lap, so he's not mucking around. He's making sure he can get away. There's Bravahan in 3rd place. Then there's Dark Knight in 4th place, should I say. Went through the hairpin. About to start another lap, lap 10. There is Spitfire in 5th. Top 5 finish, hopefully for him there. Didn't have the best of races in race number 1. Contact early on cost him, but Crafty, I'll tell you what, he'll be very upset with the fact that that's the 2nd time he's hit that chicane, and not very nicely indeed. So that's going to put a bit of worry into him as he goes in through those corners. But again, as you can see, with the damage, struggling for downforce, struggling to get away from the McLaren of Ripping the Tearing, who also... Did he have a crash early on? Or was that in the... I think that was in the previous race, wasn't it? Because Ripping the Tearing is all over the back of him here. Really putting the hammer down, isn't he? Let's go on board with Crafty. Now, are we going to see a position change here? My Road's having a much better race this time round. He's a lot better off the corner as well than Ripping. Might be able to close him up here. Crafty holding 6th place. Good points here for Ripping the Tearing as well. My road's also going to grab some nice points in 8th spot if he can hold it. Or maybe grab that 6th place and take it off Crafty. So there is Ripponatarian on board with him now. As he comes through. As you can see, look at my road down the inside of Ripponatarian. Oh, he really braved it. It was sort of very difficult there for Rippon to sort of... He was trying to get that inside line. He was trying, but he could just see on the map that Maya Rhodes was having a look down the inside. And I tell you what, great respect to him. He didn't want to lose the car. He didn't want to make contact. And just gave him the space just to say, right, you know, I can see you, but I don't think I'm going to be able to move out of the way here. He did move out of the way. And they both get safely round, but Maya Rhodes round the outside into turn 1. He should have the better drive out of the corner. He will have the inside of turn 2. And Maya Rhodes rudely goes past him around the outside. And he's got the inside of turn 2. Great move there from Maya, really pushing hard. And gets past Ripponatarian for position. Now, what can Rippon do after that? Can he close up on the guy in front of him? Meanwhile, let's have a look back then. There's Andrew, happily in 9th place. Supreme still in 10th, followed by Danzo in 11th. Then Adam again, he's got the pace, but just not got it today. So there is Tinhead in 13th place. Oh, and that is Husey off the track. Oh, Husey. What is going on today, my friend? Not what he wanted. He's made contact with the wall. He's got severe damage. But he's going to try and push on regardless. There is the other McLaren of Freak Fast, so he'll be looking for another couple of points. There is Freak Fast in the pits. Or was that Greek Fast? That's Greek Fighter. Oh, goodness me. Greek Fighter there. There is our leader at the moment. Lap 12. A couple more to go for him. That looks very, very comfortable indeed. There is Reedy in 2nd place. Bravo Han in 3rd. Really has started to pump some laps in. Previous lap was a 30 though, so I say he's pumping some laps in, but that is a lot slower. That's nearly a second and a half slower than the guys up front. There is Dark Knight, followed by Spitfire. Spitfire's really closed in on the last few laps, sliding the BMW round the corner there as well. Let's see if we can get some on board. On board with Dark Knight, with Spitfire chasing him down in the luminous green front end of that BMW. Oh, goodness me. Really taking that chicane to town. And really closes up the Spitfire, but obviously can't find a way through the second part of this phase of the S's. And goes into the right hand and really closes up. Oh, made a mistake coming out of the exit. Oh, that's so unfortunate. If he was right on his case there through the hairpin, that could have been a position change. But just made a mistake there. And Dark Rider... Dark Knight, should I say? We got a Dark Rider as well, but Dark Knight manages to hold on for another day. Fantastic driving from all of these guys. So there is Dark Rider. There is Spitfire. Bravo Hunt. They are definitely closing up on Bravo Hunt, but look at the gap between these two. Really closed up. Again, that exit speed, not that great there from Spitfire. Dark Rider just showing his talent going through these corners. There is Crafty. Crafty on his last lap done a 28.6, but 29.6 should I say. There he is. Mike Rhodes now in 7th place. If we get this time round, does he go any faster on that lap? Have a look. Yes, he does. Goes slightly faster. 29s is his best. 30s for Ripponatarian. He's in 8th spot, as we see. There in 9th is the Ferrari of Andrew. Then we have 10th. Oh, this is getting very tasty, isn't it? So we're now on lap 13. And some severe pressure. Oh, Adam Haig again. He's right on the case of the cars behind. There is Adam. Let's go on board with him. This is fantastic. On board with the McLaren. Now, just needs to get this entry right. Hold. Power. And then we go. Turboed up is the BMW. A lot more traction control on this car than the others. That is an absolute beauty of an exit from Adam Haig. Now, is he going to get through here on the brakes? Danzo covers. beats me. This is a good battle. We need to take a look at our leader because I'm pretty sure he'll be coming through any moment now. So, yellow flag out there. Not too sure what that's for. I cannot find the leader. Where is the leader? There's the leader. Oh, dearie me. What's happened here? What has happened here? So, there was a yellow flag. Now, was that for our leader? Let's just go back. Let's have a look. Yellow flag in front. Really, look at how Reedy's caught up with Ashwoy. There is a yellow flag up front. Now, I do believe that was the NSX Honda coming out of the pits. So, I'm guessing that is why. Yes, there is a car stopped at the end of the pits there, so I wonder if that's Hughesy was going to come out and he's just pulled over at the end of the pits. So there is Ashwoy. So he is on his final lap. There is Reedy's really pushing it hard there, isn't he? Look at this, is fantastic. So Reedy now challenging for the lead of this race. There is the McLaren of Ashwoy, who's been pretty much dominant both races. As Austin Powers says, he's definitely got his mojo back. And Reedy is absolutely flying here. Closing. We'll keep an eye on that battle. Meanwhile, there is Bravo Han in third. There is the Porsche of Dark Knight. Then we have Spitfire in fifth. Oh, there's Crafty and the back marker, as we said, of the NSX just climbing over the S's there. And maybe is that Ripping the Tearing on a charge as well. So we need to go back to the leaders because they're coming down the final straight and into the S's for the final time. It looks like Ash is going to hold off Reedy, who's done a fantastic job to close up that gap. But it's going to be a double bubble for this man, Ashwoy, in the McLaren. He takes race 2 and he looks very happy with that. Reedy will take second. Great points for both of those drivers. Then we wait on for Bravo Han in the McLaren. And again, fantastic drive from him. He takes third. And Dark Knight manages to hold off Spitfire. And he will take fourth place. Followed by Spitfire in fifth. Now it's Crafty in the Lambo with the damage. He's managed to do a proper job here. And finish in sixth place with damage. And crosses the line into sixth. Then we have Maya Rhodes in seventh. Crosses the line. Ripping the Tearing will take eighth place. Followed by Andrew, and there's a spinner, which is the NSX Honda there of Freak Fast, I do believe. And there is Andrew in ninth. Followed by Supreme Z in 10th place. And as it stalls, let's take a look at those race results. So as the blue flags are waved and the green flags are waved, let's take a look. So Ashwoy takes the win in the McLaren. Reedy in second in the BMW M4. Bravo Han in third in the McLaren. With Dark Knight, the top Porsche, in fourth place. Spitfire in the BMW, followed by Crafty in sixth place in the Lambo. Maya Rhodes in seventh, Ripping the Tearing in eighth, Andrew in ninth in the Ferrari, and Supreme NZ gets that Mustang into the top 10. Danzo in 11th, Adam Haig in 12th, Tinhead in 13th, Freak Fast in 14th, Hughesy there in 15th place. And a 30-second stop-go penalty for Greek Fighter at the end there in the Honda NSX. And I think Audio and, again, Finalize did not finish the race. So, there we have it. Ashwoy leading this one. Now, I just do believe I do have the championship points, but I don't have them on screen, unfortunately. But I will take a look at the championship standings as it stands as of now. And it is Peter Slark, who is Bravo Han. He is leading this with 139 points as we go into the next round, which is Watkins Glen, which is happening this Wednesday. Then Jack Craft is in second, which is Crafty. He's in second place, 1 point behind on 138. Followed by Ashwoy, who has done himself some favours tonight. He sits there in third place with 134. Followed by Reedy in fourth place. Also there on 126. And then we have Spitfire taking out the top 5. And he is on 117. So all to play for. Top 5 very, very close. And we have 2 more races to come at Watkins Glen. and that will be round 5 of the GT3 Sprint Series. So join us then, and for more action and more commentary from me, Craig Cook, here at CC Sim Racing. Thank you very much for joining. Good night.